is not insta-lock and raise. Okay, let's take a look. New Jubilee
is
video.
Murder, and I still support it. 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to get flamed for this, but I have a rationale.
What if you could speak your mind without fear of judgment? We brought together 7 strangers, protected their identities, and created a space for them to be completely honest. What will be revealed when they take the mask off?
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
I have slut-shamed someone.
Hell yeah, I have. I mean, I probably did it last week. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it to people's faces, but like, misogyny runs so deep. I'm gonna think bad things about a girl that's prettier than me. I'm gonna like, oh, you know, a slut. I'm gonna think that.
I went to Catholic school, so we were forced to sign chastity cards, like physical cards. We had the whole presentations where they literally would like wrap a present and then like rip it apart and kick it and be like, this is what happens when you have sex before marriage. And like, I was definitely kind of to some of my like first friends who had been like having sex for a while or whatever. It's definitely partially a product of like religion and the way that this whole country is tied into Protestantism and everything as well.
When I was in the 8th grade, there was this girl, my friend group, they would slut shame her because she was always like hypersexual. And once me and her got close, I found out that she was sexually assaulted. And so, you know, ever since she told me her story, I stopped slut shaming. Even if I don't agree with what someone is doing, I just say that is their business and they will take it up with God on their judgment day. It don't got nothing to do with me.
I've used my sexuality for personal gain.
Listen, if I'm gonna be oppressed for it, I'm gonna use it to my advantage when I want to. Like, it's something that is unavoidable.
Okay, I think I misunderstood the question. Okay, so I like your answer. I'm gonna flip it. Oh, good. I was like, okay, got it. All right. My whole life I felt like I was sexualized. And I was an early bloomer too. So I felt like I was constantly sexualized as a child. And when I got like past like losing my virginity and then being groomed and then being assaulted, and I got to the age where I was like, that's so f***ed up, that it was kind of like a revelation for myself, being like, if it's what'll get me like what I need, I'll use it.
Yeah. You know, like if I'm gonna get catcalled, I might as well get something out of it.
Like not monetary personal gain, but internal personal gain. Like fitting in, getting positive reinforcement.
I don't understand why that's like associated with negativity, specifically because like, you know, you use it if you got it, right? Am I crazy? Like what, you think attractive men don't do that shit? I feel like they do it too. What the fuck? Like people who consider that to be manipulative are almost like ignoring how humans operate. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said they, motherfucker, instead of me. I've done it. I'm doing it right now. Like I don't understand what the shameful what's shameful about it.
Sort of thing. I still feed into the insecurity of if I'm not getting that, like what am I worth? And I feel like that's very dangerous. I'll be, you know, getting dressed for a night out or to go out, and I'm like, why am I wanting to dress a certain way? What kind of attention do I really want to get?
Not all women should be believed.
Yeah, no shit. Like what? Some of these questions are so dumb because like they're either intentionally vague or directional in a way where it's like you're addressing a straw man. And it's like, see? You got a bunch of feminists to address straw man questions, and then you presented it as though it's like, see, if they were honest under the under the freedom of like anonymity, they would fucking say this sort of stuff. Who is Nathaniel, bro? What do you want? Stop. I hate it when motherfuckers do this. You like pick one video and you go crazy over it, dude. Stop. Since fucking 425, you spammed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times, dude. You've been spamming it nonstop. Not going to watch it now. Even if I was interested in watching it, I'm literally not going to watch it now.
No, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna start here and then figure out if I change it later. I'm automatically switching. I rethought this.
I think that the first thing that jumped into my head that made me like go with, I agree with this, is all those stupid ass white women that call the cops irresponsibly and without reason and stuff like that. That's sort of where my logic was.
Yeah, like why the fuck would they? This is such a dumb question. It's such a dumb question. Of course, not all women should be believed automatically. Even believe all women does not mean literally believe all women unconditionally in every circumstance. It just means don't reflexively disbelieve women. It's just like, oh, yeah. It's like asking if black people were 100% honest. And then the question is like, Black Lives Matter means white lives don't matter. You know what I mean? Or sorry, Black Lives Matter means white lives matter too, but black lives don't matter at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, no shit. No shit with that. That's what that means. Why are you presenting it like it's a fucking thing that is not, that it isn't? Bad slogans, to be honest, seems like a messaging problem. No, dude. No. It's only because it's political. You don't look at Just Do It and go, well, do you mean just do murder? You just go, just do it. It's a Nike slogan. So you don't have like any sort of fucking interest in like associating it with like fucking negative shit like you would with politics. Okay? That's the difference. It's a fucking slogan. But nobody's chirping on just do it and going, oh, look at you, just do it. Well, some things you shouldn't do, like murder and rape. Okay? The problem is when it's politics, you have a group of fucking psychos that are motivated to like, cast judgment and doubt. Ideologically motivated people love to look at fucking shit and slogans and try to deviate the message from what it actually intends, what it's actually supposed to be. If it was supposed to be, Black lives should matter because currently they do not, that would not be a slogan. That would be a statement, okay?
Went in on this, not so much regarding like SA and stuff like that, because
the slogan was never believe all women, it was believe women. And listen to what they have to say. Incels added the all in, whatever. Believe women.
I would support any woman in that. Even if she's lying, I'm still gonna believe her.
I feel like there's like a line. Obviously, you believe all women when it comes to, sexual assault. But then there's like the line that like knowing that people are bad. There are people who want to do harm. And if they're a woman, then it sucks, I guess why I went with this is to say, not immediately saying no right away. And to
see, even she's like communicating the same fucking thing. Just don't reflexively disbelieve women. She's making a horrible way at trying to communicate that point. But believe women just means do not reflexively disbelieve women. Okay, that's it. That doesn't mean women are honest That doesn't mean women are Honest Abe and can't tell a lie. That doesn't mean women are Shakira's hips, okay? It just means don't immediately fucking go, oh, you're wrong. You're a slut. You're lying.
Be like, okay, here we are. This happened. Let's talk about it.
So ACAB doesn't mean all cops are bastards, only some. No, ACAB is a great example of that too. All cops are bad, all cops are bastards. What does that mean? Okay? It means that police have a duty, okay? A certain set of responsibilities. And as long as there are unjustifiable laws, because the cop's job is to uphold all laws unconditionally across the board, as long as there are unjustifiable laws, then a cop, while he's being a cop, is always going to be bad and do bad things, okay? If you recognize that unjustifiable laws and upholding them are bad, then you recognize that all cops are bad. That's the point, okay? It doesn't mean that like every single cop is a piece of shit in their own personal lives or whatever the fuck, even though, you know, there's plenty who are, okay? But while you are, as an officer, operating like an officer, you're going to be beating up homeless people. You're going to be beating up poor people. You're going to be strike breaking. You're going to do a lot of shit that's bad. Okay? Because that's what your fucking job title is. That's where ACAB comes from.
You know, I think for me it comes from the misogynistic idea that a lot of women just like lie because they're like Jezebels and you know, like they're just we're just like tricksters for some reason. Like a lot of people, specifically men, think like, oh well, they're just saying it to get fame or fortune or whatever. And I'm like, can you name one of the people that Bill Cosby assaulted? No. My initial, similar to you, is just like, yes, like I want to hear what this woman has to say because I've been lied to way more by men in my life than by women.
Canceling men is necessary for progress.
What?
I feel like it's a
Dude, these questions are framed so weirdly, bro. What the fuck? Canceling men is necessary for progress? What? Is Jubilee like working to try to create more incels? Like what's happening?
double-edged sword. I'm not necessarily pro cancel culture, but I'm pro holding people accountable. But I feel like with canceling men, I feel like we saw this a lot with Andrew Tate. It was really good that we were bringing attention to it, and women saw how much of a scumbag he was. And I feel like a good amount of men did too. But at the same time, it became kind of like a joke. It became entertainment for men.
I agree with like accountability for sure. I feel like canceling someone or canceling a singer or a rapper or whatever, just like not listening to their music or not supporting them.
I think that tide is changing, dude. Even Jubilee, which like was otherwise perceived as like over the top woke, too woke perhaps, is now like doing this kind of incel bait. And that is happening because, you know, there's a tide shift towards incel bait. Yeah,
But, like,
we're getting
men
back
have-
to like the setup before the 2015 era.
The system, that's like not possible. They hold the power. So like not, you know, engaging with them isn't gonna like progress us any further. We have to engage with them to progress further.
You need to be able to converse with the issue to have the issue fixed. Like, because if you like run to cancel someone, then they're gonna be defensive and not learn anything from it. Like if somebody really and truly, I think, should be canceled like fully, they should just be like convicted, like put behind bars. Like there is a crime, a real crime.
Sometimes jail doesn't even work because like Bill Cosby's out of jail. Like he got out on a technicality. It's exactly, I don't trust the system. I as much as the example I'm currently always going back to is the Brock Turner case. Because if you know, he raped a girl and he got 6 months probation, served 3 of it. And the way I've seen cancel culture help in that case, I feel like sometimes cancel culture can step in where the law and our government and our judicial system fail.
That's precisely what it
Abortion
is.
is murder, and I still support it.
I feel like it's a really worded question in a way. That's interesting. I didn't think of the phrasing of the question.
I don't want to get flamed for this.
No, but I think
I have
Yeah, they're saying abortion is not murder. But they still support it. That's what they're saying.
A rationale. Yeah. So I 100%, anybody that wants an abortion should have full access, no barriers, everything. I think, and I'm not even sure I agree with saying that it's murder, but I think that sometimes people talk about abortion very callously and ignore the like trauma that is associated with it, even if you have zero regrets, like it's the best decision you've ever made in your life. Women that I've, listened to and heard from and read, opinions from, it's still like a traumatic experience. I don't know, I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but I think just the weight of it now has been lessened a little bit. I think that is shifting back again though because of the awful recent events. But I would say for the past like 5 years or so, I've just heard it in my own community is like tossed around lightly, and I don't necessarily think that it should be handled really lightly.
I agree with like the latter half of the statement. I feel like it's like, if it were to be considered murder, I would still support it.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, then yeah, I would say that changes it. Because it's not, it's still, even if it is murder, it's not an easy choice. Like, that makes it even more of a difficult conversation, It's like such a deeper thing.
This question is actually making me really emotional because I just gave birth in February, and I love my son. He's like my world.
What is going on?
Thank you. I recently thought I was pregnant again. And I'm not in a position to have another baby right now. Any baby I may want to keep, but I knew if I was pregnant this one, I wouldn't have been able to keep. So, and I just know, like some people who I know, they wouldn't have understood it. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing this.
And that's the reality, It's not like people are maliciously trying to, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a choice, and am I going to be able to provide for myself and my already born child? Or, is this going to be healthy for my mental health? It's not like you are maliciously trying to destroy a clump of cells.
Yeah, Republicans make it seem like women get pregnant on purpose so they can go out and have like, fun abortions, okay? For fun. Abortions for all, abortions for fun. When like, yeah, the experience itself is still sometimes going to be traumatic because there's the possibility of life. So it's already a difficult decision, right? That people are making. It's already a difficult decision that people are making, made only worse by the external pressures on top of how difficult it is to get one. It's so fucking annoying.
It's your life, and that matters more than, in my opinion, than any kind of potential baby.
Absolutely. I feel like because of this, of the dissolve of Roe v. Wade, like, I feel like I don't even want to try to have kids anymore. Like, they're doing the opposite thing to us. There are so many women who want to try, but we've heard the stories of women who have miscarriages and go in and try to get seen by a doctor and say, we can't do that till we call your lawyer. And I have so many health issues. I have endometriosis, I have PCOS. Like, I have everything under the female sun that could exist. I could very easily carry a pregnancy that's not good.
Yeah.
I could very easily die from ectopic pregnancy. And the fear that if for one day this expanded and reached where I live, I could die, And it's so scary. And it deters women like me who are on the fence from even wanting to have kids.
The future isn't female.
As much as I want to fight for it, I see this misogyny in my brothers and, my father.
Miscarriages, yes. We've been over this, but like, if you guys are surprised by this, yes, the process with like doing or conducting the medical process with like dealing with a miscarriage is quite similar to abortion. So yes, that is precisely the reason why in so many states you started hearing stories of like women who have stillbirth problems, women who have like ectopic pregnancies, with doctors being terrified to operate on them because they were worried that it would be seen as an abortion. A miscarriage is a spontaneous abortion, yes, not a medically induced one. The future isn't female is so
Father
stupid.
even told me when I was in high school, I asked him, I said, do you think women are superior, men are superior to women? And he said, yeah, to my face. I'm his eldest daughter, his only daughter, you know. So that hurts. And to see that,
That's crazy.
It puts a really gray tone over the world for you.
I guess I'm super radical and I'm like, just end all of this stuff. Like, and so I feel like feminism is for the time being. I want to end gender as a whole because I think it's binding and it's oppressive. So I feel like the future is neither female nor male.
I don't know. I do like the concept of gender because to some degree, it is not who we are as a whole, but it does make us. I like identifying as a woman. And also I'll challenge that by saying who are gonna be the ones to be the voices for queer people and non-binaries, because it's not gonna be cis hetero men.
That's true.
It's gonna be women.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you put your masks back on.
Jubilee question, is abortion not the thing that you don't not want to do ever sometimes everywhere in Kansas? Yeah, Jubilee wrote those questions like the fucking ballot, like ballot measures written by the fucking Republican Party. You know what I mean? That is actually a really good take. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, straight up. You need like literally a PhD to understand. You need a PhD in English and another PhD in political science to be able to comprehend what they're even fucking saying. These are LSAT questions. Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. What the fuck? Anyway, that was an odd video. I'm not gonna lie. That was a very odd video, very odd perspective from Jubilee. They're getting weird with it.